One day, in a diverse school, a new student named Alex joined the class. The teacher, Mrs. Johnson, wanted to get to know Alex and the other students better. Good morning, class. Today, let's talk about our countries and nationalities, Mrs. Johnson announced. Pointing to Alex, Mrs. Johnson asked, "Where are you from?" "I am from Japan," Alex replied. Excitedly, Emma asked, "Is he Japanese?" "Yes, Emma, he's Japanese," Mrs. Johnson confirmed. Mrs. Johnson then turned to another student, Lily, and inquired, "Are you British?" Lily shook her head and replied, "No, I am not. I am from Germany, so I am German." Mrs. Johnson smiled and continued, "And where is Sarah from?" Jake answered, "She is from Pakistan." Mrs. Johnson nodded and said, "So, Sarah is Pakistani." Later, during a geography lesson, Mrs. Johnson pointed to a map and asked the class, "Where is Samsun?" "It is in the north," Tom answered. "And where is Antalya?" Mrs. Johnson asked, pointing to another city. "It's in the south," Emma responded. Mrs. Johnson continued, "Now, where is one?" Alex raised his hand and said, "It is in the east." "And Izmir?" Mrs. Johnson asked, pointing to the west. "It is in the west," Lily replied. As the lesson continued, Mrs. Johnson noticed a puzzled look on Jake's face. "Is everything okay, Jake?" "Where is Iraq?" Jake asked. Mrs. Johnson pointed on the map and answered, "Iraq is here, and people from Iraq are Iraqi." Jake nodded, understanding better now. At the end of the day, the students gathered their things to leave. Lily turned to Alex and asked, "Do you like living in Japan?" Alex smiled and replied, "Yes, I do. It's a beautiful country." The class left the room, each student proud of their diverse backgrounds and appreciating the unique cultures represented in their classroom. Mrs. Johnson was glad to see her students learning about different countries and nationalities, fostering a sense of understanding and friendship among them. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to read and listen A1, A2 English stories. So please pay attention to the words and please check if you don't know all the words from your dictionary or from the internet. Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. Dinlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Daha fazla A1 A2 İngilizce hikayeler istiyorsanız lütfen abone olmayı, beğenmeyi ve yorum yapmayı unutmayın. Burada bilmediğiniz birçok kelime var. Evet, ancak bu kelimeleri lütfen sözlükten bakmayı unutmayın ya da internetten, sözlükten bulabilirsiniz. Bu A1 İngilizcesinde kelimeleri kullandık ancak biraz daha üst seviyededir. Merak etmeyin, buradaki kelimeler sizin o ikinci ünitenizde öğrendiğiniz kelimeler. Dinleyin, okuyun ve tanıdıklarınıza da okutturmayı unutmayın. Kendinize iyi bakın. Görüşmek üzere.